सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही करेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to all the dear friends. Warm welcome to our Business Opportunity with Chai webinar series. This is a webinar specifically designed because we are launching a big brand today. We welcome all of you for this particular session which will be started with the presentation from brand side. Then we'll move towards a panel discussion. There is a question and answer box. We request each one of you to share your queries, feedback, and suggestion in the same. During our panel discussion, our panel member would love to take it. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Gaurav Sir and Sunam for the webinar. And the business opportunity which Franchise India team is launching today, and it's your chance to start your journey with Onyxaa. It's a leading brand of auto cleaning, detailing, and paint protection potential services. Onyxaa is a well-known name in the field of auto cleaning, detailing, and paint protection services with the experience of decade. The brand has a multiple outlets pan-India, providing uncompromised services for years. And today we have invited Mr. Puneet to talk about this business opportunity, share his idea as well as talk about the business potential he has. Thank you so much, Puneet, sparing time today, joining us today for the launch of your brand through this particular webinar. So over to you for your detailed presentation.
Thank you, Kanika, and thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Franchise India team, for giving this opportunity to introduce myself as well as my brand, Onyxaa. So basically, let me first introduce myself. And my name is Puneet Bajaj, and I'm the founder of this company, Onyxaa. Professionally, I'm a chartered accountant, and I started my practice in 2012. So I'm very passionate about cars. So what actually is going into the mind, I always wanted to follow my passion. Back in year 2015, I started looking for a project or any product that is required by the industry. And especially people like me who have always wanted to keep the car clean and neat always. So in year 2015, I started looking for a product and came to know about this product, which we initially introduced, is ceramic coating. And back in year 2016, I left my profession and started following my passion in this and started this company, Onyxaa. So this is a brand that we have started. Initially, it was just only ceramic coating, the services that we were providing, because back in 2016, there was no other services. The only option left for the people was detailing only. And the people were looking for the alternatives, what to get to get their car always keep clean and neat and always be shiny. So I started this company, and before going forward, I would like to introduce about this sector first. So as you all know, automobile sector was actually in the COVID scenario, it was going bad in the last 2 years, but it is now again gaining its position. and getting numbers in financial year 2022. If we compare the market size in India, the number of vehicles produced into financial year 22 was 18 millions, and the sold was 13.8 million. Okay. So if we compare it with, if we bifurcate it into a segment wise, the passenger vehicles, which is our main forte, is consists of approximately 15% of this sector. So which comes to around 3 million cars, which is every year sold in passenger vehicles only we're talking about. Apart from that, there are two-wheelers as well as. So if we come in total, because we are getting cars as well as bikes, owners who get these services done from us since 2016. So almost every year, for more than 4 million vehicles have been sold. And I'm talking about the post-COVID period. These are the major companies which actually capturing the market right now. Five companies are Maruti Suzuki, Tata Motors, and mostly the Tata Motor is gaining the market. Why I'm talking about all these things, that because automobile sector is gaining its position back in the market post-COVID, and also government has taken initiative in this field. So there are some policies that government has introduced to grow this market, because previously we know some of the major brands have been shut down in this COVID period. So the government has taken an initiative in this to keep this industry growth at a high level. So what are these policies and why this industry is very important in India, and what is the advantage basically to introduce or invest in this sector, especially in India? So we'll talk about that now. As you know, India is a youth country. Okay, so every youth requires and needs a car. So there is always a growing demand in India right now for the cars as well as. If you talk about the opportunities, government is also introducing and also promoting the electric vehicles as well as. So by the end of year 2030, is expecting that India will be having more and more electric vehicles, and even we will be the most exporters of these vehicles. So there is always a growth of this market. Okay, and even if it is electronic vehicle or if it is diesel one or any mode of it, so it will be requiring a wear and tear, and it will be requiring a proper protection for every paint. Okay, so if you talk about the policies that government has started, in fact, in September 2021, government has introduced a PLI scheme, especially for the automobile sector and auto component sector. So what it actually means, it is basically a product linked investment plan. So more the automobile production, more will be the incentive given by the government. So this will actually, why we are discussing all these things, just to introduce you that this sector is literally a thing where we can invest, especially the sectors in which the government is introducing something. Okay, so this is the market study which actually shows for the period of 2018 2017. We are not talking about the between two period of this COVID scenario. So we can see an annual growth rate is approximately 9%. So every year approximately 10%, 9 to 10% growth in sales have been seen. We are expecting the same for the next 4 to 5 years. And these survey has been done by all these 5 major brands. So there is a huge growth in this market, and we always think while investing where to invest and what is the best sector to invest. So apart from the new cars that we are talking about, that how many cars were sold in a year and how much it's a production, there's also a huge market for used cars, and especially in our sector, where what product and what services that we are giving is very important and is required by the used cars as well as. And used cars, by used car I mean old cars as well as. Because if we compare it with this financial year 2022, used cars sales were 3.8 millions and the new cars sale was 2.6 million, as we discussed earlier also. So this is always a huge market in this. Even if we are buying a car, okay, that car is always transferred from one person to another, and every person is our customer. So even one car sold, we already can say that one car can be quoted 5 to 6 times in its span of 10 to 15 years. So it's not a number of cars, it is actually a number of customers that we will get. And if we see estimations of the next financial years, you can see a huge difference between that. So used car sales will be growing in the near future as well as. So that is also our customers. Okay. Going forward now, who is Onyxaa and what actually we do? Onyxaa is now into auto detailing as well as cleaning and paint protection services. Initially, we started with paint protection services only. And right now we have pan-India outlets which are giving actually uncompromised services to the customers. What we are specialized in, as I told you, our main specialization is ceramic coating, which is actually our main product, and as well as it is certified by SGS Labs, which is world's most important chemical labs and number one chemical lab. So why you would choose Onyxaa? Because Onyxaa is a well-known brand, as the team said. It is can said be a made in India brand. Probably it is not an international brand. We have started in India and it is made for India only, because products atmosphere like India require something different. We'll provide training to all the outlets. Okay, these all factors we'll be discussing in the coming slides as well as I'm just giving you a glimpse of this. As I said, we have certified products. Lead generation will always try to grow the sales of our franchise partners by generating leads for them, by giving digital marketing support, by giving by marketing for them. We have a dedicated CRM tool through which is very easy to use and as well as comfortable for the franchise partners, not to use any other softwares or anything, just a single software for all their needs, starting from billing till the handling of customers. Okay, our team we have a dedicated team to provide a marketing support, especially when the outlet is not properly doing well and they need some support. We always been there. We have a pan India warranty scheme. Like if any customer is getting services from any outlet, he can get warranty from any other outlet as well as. So we'll be keeping this mind and we'll keeping discussing these all these factors later also in this coming slides, one by one separately. So the services that we provide, major services that we provide are washing, detailing, and nano ceramic coatings. These are the major services that we provide. Why I have kept it separate? Because the major portion of our income comes from these three services particularly. Other services that we provide are paint protection films, Teflon coating, undercar coating, engine coating, car sanitization, all these services that generally we provide. Okay, apart from that, we also, some outlets, we are also providing the tenting and painting services also. So if anybody wants that also, we can allow them to do so, or any other services they want to add, which is not covered by our outlet right now. So they can do so with the approval of the company, because we have to maintain the brand goodwill as well as, so every service required a quality service. Okay. So these are the major services that we are currently providing. Some outlets are providing more, like they are also selling car accessories as well as. So there is no restrictions on doing that. You can do any service, but before the approval of the brand, because it's very important for the brand goodwill. So washing, detailing, and nano ceramic coating. So these actually nano ceramic coating itself requires detailing and washing also. Okay, washing is a separate thing, detailing is a separate thing, but doing a nano ceramic coating requires washing as well as detailing. I'll show you a separate video also regarding this, a very short video that how we do the nano ceramic coatings. Okay, we have done on many cars. There is one video which I'll show you to you. Okay, coming to the one important service, detailing. So I tell you, most of the local detailers as well as the car washing centers who actually saying that they are doing detailings. Okay, detailing is not only, buffing and rubbing of paint and giving it a little bit of shine. Detailing is something actually with the name itself suggests. Detailing is something in details. Okay, so starting from the headlight restoration, because headlight is something which requires more important, focus, because headlights gets damaged as well as yellowish is there when it comes to contact with the UV rays. So it is required always to restore the headlight as well as. So starting from the headlight restoration to buffing and rubbing of the body part, removing the basic scratches and the deep scratches as well as gaining back the shine. Then the chrome restoration, which is also very important because it gets oxidized when it comes to contact with UV rays and very fast. So we have to restore first that also. And then wheel restoration is very important. Okay, leather and fabric restoration and dashboard, all these factors actually is required to keep the car clean and actually in detail. So starting from the exterior till the interior, we have to detail each and every surface properly and in details. So it's not only about body restoration only, because people always do body restoration, they just do buffing and rubbing and give the car to the customers. It is not detailing, it is just depleting a layer of paint. Okay, so we do proper detailing and quality services in our outlets. These all are basic factors that include the detailing. Leather and fabric restoration. Leather is always gets anti-aging effect is there if we do a detailing, because otherwise, if you're not taking care of the leather, so once it gets in contact with UV rays and sunlight, and also wear and tear is always there. Leather generally gets old in a shorter period of time. So it is also required to keep the leather and fabric always neat and clean and restore always. So these all services that we do on detailing only. Coming back to our main photo, which is nano ceramic coatings, which actually we started with this brand. So these all are our products which are currently we are dealing with. First of all, I'll start. There are 10 products right now, and 11th we have just introduced. We'll discussing in the new coming slide. The main important product that we have is Ninetch. Okay, what is Ninetch? Basically, I'll tell you first what is ceramic coating. Ceramic coating is something which is actually ceramic. What is ceramic? Ceramic something which is always shiny and harder. Okay, so that is why this coating has given a name of ceramic. Starting with paint coating Ninetch, you always seen that ceramic coating is compared with Ninetch, and Ninetch also been spoken by some other names also. But ceramic coating is actually all this coating actually consists of ceramic coating. It can be said. Ninetch is a part of a ceramic coating. So Ninetch, what is Ninetch? I'll tell you. When we were kids, we always used to use the pencils. So 3B, 4B. In that case, B stands for blackness, and here S stands for hardness. So we always say 9H pencil test. Okay, the 9H pencil is the hardest pencil, and if we scratch through that pencil on any paint surface, it gets we get a huge scratch. So this coating can actually repel the scratch and protect the scratch up to that level. That is why we called it is a 9H coating. So in the market, every people is saying 10H coating, 11H coating. There is nothing 10H and 11H right now in the market. Nothing can be more than 9H. So it's always a marketing technique to use that lines. Then we have mirror coating, and I'll tell you about. Sorry, I forgot to tell you about the 9H features as well. As the main feature is that it is always gives you a glossier effect. It is having a hydrophobic effect as well, as so that your car keeps always self-cleaning effect. Secondly, thirdly, we have to say that this always protect your car from the UV rays to get damaged. Okay, it keeps your car's shine always maintained, and it has a scratch resistance property as well as the chemical resistant properties, and the most important thing, rust resistant. Okay, the car body get rust when it comes to water and UV rays contact. So it is protecting your paint indirectly. So the main features of ceramic coatings are hydrophobic as well as the glossiness. Okay, 9H has some more features. The basic features of ceramic coating is the hydrophobicity and the shine. We come to mirror coating. Mirror coating we have introduced just for the side mirrors, because while it is the raining season, so it is always difficult to look from the side mirrors to back. Okay, so people always find it difficult to clean it. So this coating, how it is helping? So it is having a hydrophobic effect, as I said. So it's always keep the water beads away from the mirror, so that the visibility will improve. So this coating helps in that way. That we have a leather pro. As I said earlier, also leather is requiring a major protection. Also, the leather pro is there, which is actually protecting, which is having an anti-aging effect as well as more shine is there, and easy to clean, very easy to clean. Plastic Pro again is having the same features like for the hydrophobicity and giving anti-aging effect and anti-yellowing as well as especially for the headlights, and hydrophobic as I said. Okay, so it's always all these products are actually gives you a shine as well as hydrophobic effect. Then we have Eco Coat, which is again for the leather and plastic, which is actually somewhere economical than this leather and plastic pro, but gives you the same result, but for lesser period of time. Then we have a graphene coat, which is actually a unique product that we have launched recently back 2 months before. This is something which is similar to 9H, but actually superior than that. So graphene coating, what is graphene coating? Graphite is actually substance which is very harder and also gives you a shiner effect. So if we compare it with the 9H, so 9H is something, graphene is something which is more shinier than 9H as well as harder. And if we compare it with the water sport effect, that sometimes if you go, so hard water spots are there on your cars. Graphene coating is something meant for that. Then we have anti-fog coating. which is you always know that if, especially in the winter seasons, fog always disturb us while driving, especially on the windshield. So this coating helps the driver especially to drive it carefully and properly, and it gives the effect that it is an actually anti-fog coating, and which is protecting the windshield from the fog. Then we have paint coating light. Okay, this product is actually a top coat as well as a maintenance coat. We use it as a maintenance coat also. This coating is similar to 9H. The only difference is that there is no hardness in this coating. Like we are not expressing is a 9H. So this coating, what is gives, we are always apply it over and above the 9H layer as well as the graphene layer. So this coating gives a more hydrophobic effect as well as more shine. Okay. So then we have Glass Pro and Wheel Pro. As the name suggests, wheel is for the alloys and wheels part. Glass Pro is for the glasses. Okay, especially in the rainy season, if we apply at a Glass Pro on the glasses, so it always gives a hydrophobic effect. If you are running a car at a speed of 70 to 80 kilometer per hour, so water beads automatically gets off your eye, and you need not even to start the wipers. It is actually helpful for that. So ceramic coating actually, how it actually works, I tell you, because it is a layer based coating. Okay, so more layers we are applying, more protection the customer will get on the car paint. And how it actually works, I'll show you in the next slide. Look, I'll explain you with the help of this picture. So if we compare it, the uncoated and the coated part, left side you can see it is the uncoated part. You know our paint is full of pores. So it actually a home for dirt and pollutants which is there in the atmosphere, and especially if we talk about Indian market and Indian atmosphere. So basically, if we are not applying anything in the paint work, the pores over there gets the dirt and pollutants gets sit over there, and it's actually damage the paint in the coming time. So what ceramic coating does and how it is actually protecting, as I said, it is always in liquid form, and once we apply it on a paint surface, it gets crystallized. So it actually acts as a tempered glass, like you apply on a mobile phone. Actually works like that, and it is applied on a car paint. So anything is happening to a paint, or it is now will happen to the ceramic coat. Okay. So any dirt, any pollutants, I mean UV rays, even there, so that is why we are saying that this coat is always protecting from all these factors, all these dirt, pollutants, and UV rays. And this also, sorry, this also protects your paint from other contaminants also. So it is acting as a protective layer over and above your paint layer. So how this is how the ceramic coating works. Okay. So next question, actually, I always been asked a question that why anyone requires a paint protection, why anyone requires a ceramic coating especially, because if you are getting a car damage, if you are getting, the dirt is there or pollution is there, we get the car detailed and the shine is back again. So this is why the reason I'll explain you in detail. First of all, there is a cost effectiveness also, because detailing, if you are not having a protection, the detailing is required every 4 months for your car. Okay, and if we are taking an example of 4,000 rupees only for detailing, so every year we'll be requiring 3 times to get the car to shine back again, and that will cost you 12,000 rupees. Okay. Apart from that, once we are doing a detailing on car, after 7 to 8 details, it actually, what is detailing? Detailing is actually depleting some of the layers of your paint. It doesn't mean that it is actually, how it is removing the stretches. It is actually depleting some layer of your paint, and the new layer comes up. So this is how detailing has been done. So after 7 to 8 details, the car actually needs a repaint. Okay, and then repaint required at least rupees 35,000 for a normal car. Okay, so this is the cost of thing. And now we compare to the resale value, because once your car get repainted, it's always affect your resale value as well as. So resale value, once your car is repainted, no one will get your buy your car, and will give, if they are buying it, they'll buy at a very less price. So all these cost factors is there. That is why we require a paint protection always. And ceramic coating helps in these sectors. So this was the thing that I was saying. Now I'll would like to show you a video actually what just a minute. So what actually ceramic coating, how it is working. So I'll show you a video about that. Just give me a second. Sorry, I think I not able to start a video. Anyways, let us continue with this. Okay, this video. And we start with the continue with this. I'm not able to start it, and I'm sorry for that. Let us continue with this. So this is a new product, as I told you. We have an 11th product we just introduced, and it is very important, especially in this COVID scenario. Okay. So what is actually this product is doing? As the name suggests, Photocatalytic Pro. How this coating actually works and why it is very important in this COVID scenario. First of all, photocatalytic coating is protecting our. This always applies on a car interiors like the car seats as well as dashboards, and it is protecting the seats and dashboard from the UV lights. That our leather pose and plastic was also doing the same. But what is the additional feature that this coating is giving us? Photocatalytic is something which actually is protecting your car from bacteria as well as germs. So once we apply it on a surface, okay, and once this coating gets in contact with the light or any sunlight or any car light or something visible light, it gets activated, and any germs or bacteria which is over and above the surface, it get killed. Okay. And also this coating helps to keep the odor away, the bad smell away from your car. This is the major feature of this coating. How it actually works, I'll show you with the help of an photo and picture in the next slide. So this is why we introduced this ceramic coating, this photocatalytic coating, because in this COVID scenario, we always keep looking for something which is very important for health as well. And it is not affecting our health. It is only for the bacteria as well. So this is how this coating actually works. TiO2 is, you can compare it with a photocatalytic layer. So any bacteria, odor, germs, fungus, which is over and above this layer, whenever this coating comes in contact with the light, it gets activated and gives you a sterilization, iodization, and air purification effect. You know, when if we talk about the water purification systems, you always know that we always use UV lights there to kill bacteria. So this coating actually works similarly. But the thing is, it gets activated when it comes into the contact of light. So if you're going away and sunlight comes directly in the car, so it gets activated and any bacteria that will be killed properly. So, and it is tested. Okay. So this is a new product that just we have launched, and it's gaining its market right now, and people are demanding this as well as. So now we will be discussing about the key numbers that we have already done since 2016. Initially, we were the only person, and then we have a number of outlets thereafter. Till now, if we are talking only about the ceramic coatings, we have done 7,000 plus cars of the ceramic coatings, may it be a new one or a used one, doesn't matter. Out of that, 4,500 plus active customers are there. Okay, like हमारे बड़े बुजुर्ग भी कहते थे कि हम सबको खुश नहीं रख सकते. So actually, it applies not only on relatives but also in any industries and for us as well as for the customers. So still we have active customers for 4,500, which is actually giving us business. You know, everybody thinks that we'll get business through new customers only, but that is not true. In this segment particularly, I have experienced that we are getting customers and we are getting business from existing customers only, and they are referring us other customers as well as mouth publicity is the best publicity in this sector, and we are getting business with this only. I mean, major business with this only. Second myth is that this is a luxury segment only. I mean, people always think that this is not a necessity and only the luxury class and the luxury car owners will get this coating done and services done. But that is not true actually, because if we compare the cars that we have done, so other segments and luxury segments are actually equally important. And we have done cars starting from the hatchback, Balano till the luxury cars. We have done each and every cars. So each and every car is important, and even we have, I mean, in fact, we have done more Balanos and apart from sedans as well as luxury cars are always there, I know. But other segments are also very important in this field. So it is not only the thing that only luxury car owners will get the service done. There is no scope in this industry. That is not true. So all this about the segment as well as our key numbers. Now we'll discuss about the franchisee requirements and the plans that we are looking for. The space that we required is approximately 1,800 square feet, and it is recommended because for running a business, huge space is required, because we have to do washing separately and then a ceramic coating, because washing area should always be separate apart from this coating area, because coating area requires a neat and clean and waterproof area almost. Front fascia is required at 25 feet minimum, because more the front, more will be the visibility and more the business. Project investment is approximately 20 to 25 lakhs. and actually depends upon the area, region to region also. So it goes maximum beyond to 30 lakhs. Okay. Space on the ground floor, but obvious we have to do the cars as well as. So legal name is required and full passion. That is very much important for doing a business. So this is what a franchisee plan is. Franchisee fees that we are looking for is 4 lakh rupees. Training fees 1 lakhs. And equipment and detailing stuff actually is we have mentioned over here the amount that will be requiring. So it is not necessary you have to give this amount to us. You can buy it from the market. We'll guide you how to get it. We'll be discussing it in the coming slide as well as what type of equipment and detailing stuff will be requiring for this. Initial marketing material will be given by the brand itself. Okay. Initially, you have to buy 10 lakh rupees of nano coating materials from the brand. There is no security deposit. Okay. And coming to royalty. So royalty is 5%, but actually on the services which does not require Onyxaa products. So right now, as we are providing ceramic coating products, so any ceramic coating service given to the customer, there is no royalty on that. Apart from that, any other services that you are providing through that outlet, like the washing, detailing, PPF, the Teflon coating, any other services, the 5% royalty is over there on gross sales. Then coming to this consultancy charges, it is actually optional. It is not mandatory for the outlet to get this. Why we have mentioned this? Because some outlets are there who actually wants the support from the brand side. Like they don't want to get the staff for digital marketing, for social media management. So we will be there for helping them. This we'll be helping them free of course, as well as like how to do it. We can train them. But if they want us to do the same and they want us to spend amount on that, so we'll be charging a nominal amount of 7.5% on gross sales, and we'll be doing social media marketing as well as management. We'll discuss it in next slide how we'll be doing it. Okay. In that scenario, we'll be guaranteeing the leads of 125 at least per month. There is no such requirement of minimum inventory. So if startingly you have to just buy a product of 10 lakh rupees, and then there is no requirement that every month you have to keep that minimum maintenance of the inventory. There is no such requirement. You can order according to this requirements. Okay. So as I said, training basically will be given to the outlet. Okay, so especially what actually training includes, because training is not only giving training about ceramic coating. It's actually first of all explaining about what ceramic coating is, because every customer does not know about ceramic coating till now. So we have to educate them about that also. So starting from theoretical to practical, we'll train them in each scenario, like what are the products and how it actually works. Then giving a practical training to them, explaining the things to calling staff as well as how to talk to customers, how to convey customers about the product, how to get the customers and convince them to get the coating done, and how to tackle them, especially to the managing staff as well as and to the labor staff, as well as after sales support, how to give them and when to call them again. So all this comes under the training part. So as I said in the previous slide, the equipments that will be requiring of approximately 3 lakhs and the detailing stuff will be of 2 lakhs. So this equipment will be requiring for starting an outlet. And these are the equipment that will require, but it is not necessary to take from us. So we will guide you also what type of brands we require for this and from where to get it. So it's not necessary to, and if you want us to get it done for you, we can do that. And there is no cost involved in that. We will be adding some margin for that. The polishers, dry, wet, vacuum cleaner, pressure washer, and IR light especially for curing purpose, because actually coating requires a curing. Once we are curing it, it gets activated and get crystallized, and by the time it gets harder and harder. So paint coach is something actually we compare while before and after coating, like how many layers and how many thickness of layer has been introduced into the paint layer. Then we have a card sanitization machine, because we are doing the service as well as, and the trolley for keeping the tools. Okay. These all are the basic equipments that we require to start an outlet. And if we are adding other services, we can add more equipments as well as. So coming to detailing stuff, these all stuff is required for doing a detailing, starting from detailing brush tool kits, cutting compounds, polishing pads, sanding this, which is actually pads, microfiber towels, masking tape, detailing gloves, mask, tar remover. All these actually are required for doing detailing and performing a detailing job. These are the basic things that we require starting this. Okay, now coming into warranty, how the Onyxaa is giving warranty to customers. First of all, as I told you, this we are giving a pan-India warranty. How it actually works? It actually works with the CRM software that we're providing. I'll be giving an example of that also. So take an example, if any customer is coming to any Onyxaa outlets, how the brand is actually helping them without. So if any customer car is requiring a recoat or any other services to be done again, especially if you're doing a nano ceramic coating. So any product that has been used on that car, Onyxaa will reimburse that product. Okay. So how Onyxaa is keeping track of that with that software, CRM software only that we have made. So later we'll be discussing about that also. So जो भी कस्टमर आपके पास आएगा, जैसे भी आपके प्रोडक्ट को यूज करेगा, आपकी अगर प्रोडक्ट्स यूज हो रहे हैं नैनो कोटिंग प्रोडक्ट स्पेशली ओनिक्सा के, तो हम उस प्रोडक्ट को रीइंबर्स करेंगे. So we will be reimbursing that products to the outlet directly. So any outlet, the customer can take either warranty from any outlet. That is why this is a pan India warranty plan. So if a customer has done his car from Kerala outlet, he can get the warranty through Delhi outlet as well, as because every customer gets their own and unique membership ID. Okay. So I was talking about the consultancy charges of 7.5%. Actually, what services that will provide in that, this is some exactly the same. So that includes the social media management and digital marketing support. So starting from managing social media platforms, including uploading the images as well as every 2 hours or every 3 hours stories, and also replying to the comments that we get while uploading a story and images. And also we'll be doing the marketing and getting leads from the website as well as social media pages. First of all, I'll like to tell you that when the outlet opens, we always make a separate web page for them, and we always try to keep that particular outlet in that area the top 3 positions of the Google. Okay, so whatever customer searches like ceramic coating in XYZ, graphene coating XYZ, car detailing in that area, we always keep that keywords always on top, so that we get more and more business. And that is totally free of cost from our side. This is something which we provide, and we are spending money on this for the outlet directly. So we'll be generating leads, we'll be investing money for them, and we'll be giving them leads. They have to actually tackle the leads. They have to contact the customers in that way. We will just share the leads with them. So we'll use techniques like social media marketing, Google ads, Facebook and Instagram ads, all these factors will be using it. And there is one always, as I told you, CRM software is there, especially for the franchises. So these all will be done by Onyxaa, and for this, in lieu of this, we'll be charging 7.5% for it. Of course, and obviously we'll be investing more than that. But this is just a support that we are giving to it, outlet, and it is just optional. Even if they have opted this, they can back off and started on their own also. It's not mandatory that once they are opted, and they have to continue this till the time we have an agreement. It's not necessary for them. So initially, yes, if they want themselves to do that, we can guide them how to do this. Our team can guide them what actually factors required for doing a marketing, because digital marketing requires expertise. So we'll be helping them in that way also, and that is totally free of course. So what will how will brand supporting you, starting from the site selection? Like once we have a deal, we'll be advising you about the site selection. You will be having some options like 3 or 5 sites you will be choosing. So we will guide you what is the best site, especially looking into the factors like visibility and nearby areas, and what is the paying capacity of customers that live nearby. So all these factors comes into that, and will help you out in the site selection as well as. Then we'll be helping you out in setting up an outlets, starting from the interiors and other factors that will require. Well, as I said, we'll be giving training to the skilled as well as unskilled labor staff, the polling staff and the managing staff particularly. In details, already we have explained you that. Then we'll be giving the marketing support to you as well as. So apart from that, we always be there from the very beginning, that any support, any kind of support that will requiring to run an outlet, will always be there, especially at the harder times. Okay. So this is a franchisee financial plan that is very important for all the investors, especially. So what will be the returns on the investment that you will be doing? Okay. So this is just an exact estimation, and it is on the basis of the outlets that we are running right now. So ceramic coating, detailing and washing, we have just mentioned all these 3 services right now. So starting from ceramic coating, we're expecting 25 cars per month at an average bill value of 25,000. Then detailing will be getting 10 cars monthly, and average bill value is 4,000. washing will be getting 5 cars on daily basis. If it is on a highway or on a main road, easily will get 5 cars minimum, because right now in our equity outlet we are doing 8 to 9 washing every day. So average wash value we take approximately 400 rupees. So in total we'll get 87 lakh rupees revenue in a particular year. And the expenses that we are counting is employee salaries, 1 lakh 12 lakh rupees, and then welfare. Rent we have included, and rent we are considering 1.4 lakhs per month, which is actually at a very higher side. But of course, we have to consider this thing also. May it can be less also, so that will be a profit for you. Electricity, telephone, and other basic marketing expenses are there. Yes, you can see that we have mentioned royalty over here, 7.5%, 6 lakh 52,000, which is actually if we have opted for that consultancy charge fees, for the marketing end. If we remove this, that will be added to the above social media and digital media, which is currently blank. So almost that will be equal. Okay, it does not affect the ROI. So net annual earnings will be 23 lakhs in lieu of the investment you have done, which is 30 lakhs maximum. So you can see that the payback period is approximately 14 to 15 months. Okay, and the ROI is more than 80%. So this is what we have expected, and we are actually doing the same in the outlets we are running. So these are the marketing materials that Onyxaa will provide you initially, from the paper mats, t-shirts, and billing software. Okay, branded car stickers you will be posting on car glasses, pamphlets, and shirts and microfibers as well as. So these are the basic materials that we'll be providing to you. So like we were talking about the CRM software that we have separately developed for our franchisees. So what are the basic features of this is automatic SMS to customer. First of all, starting from generating a job card to invoice, the customer will get an SMS for each and every services you are giving to them, especially if you are generating a job card or if you are booking a car for them. So they get the SMS, and they'll get, first of all, initially they'll get a membership number and the password through which they can also log in, and there is a separate customer panel, and they can also log in and see what is going on further, how actually what is the warranty left for my car. In fact, on the website also we have a separate column where a customer can check his warranty by just mentioning the mobile number, registered mobile number. So this is a complete software where where investor, actually franchise partner, can do the follow-up section, as well as there's a follow-up section in which he can follow up with the customers who have actually inquired for the query for the product or any services. So separate section is there where the today's follow-up, the upcoming follow-ups, everything will be seen over there, and you can easily follow up with them as per your need. And also a priority section is there that you can select the customers who is at the higher priority than the middle one and the lower one. So even if you are having a low time to get, even let us suppose we have to call at least 20 customers a day for follow-up, and you don't have enough time for that, at least you can call the higher priority customers first. So this section is over there also. So we have a track of all customers, whether it is converted or inquired. We can actually send an SMS to them also, or marketing SMS. And we have introduced a payment link as well as in this section, and you can ask for the payment from customers directly. They can pay through their debit or credit card. Just we have to mention their membership number and the amount that you need to ask them, and just submit it. The customer will get the SMS and they can pay it. Okay, you can track the status also. I'll show you that. There's also one more facility, EMI facility. This is actually given by the payment gateway. So when you send a link to them, they'll get the option of payment through EMI also. That is totally discretionary power of the customers. In between, we also introduce some 0% interest plans also. So we'll be bearing the interest rate gradually. Occasionally we do that. Generally, the customer has to be interested if they have to opt for. We want to opt for the EMI facilities. Okay. So these are the basic features, and this is what actually CRM looks like. You can see on the left side panel, there's a profile, manage clients, service booking. This is a booking section through which you do the bookings for customers. Okay, complaint section is there. If any car is coming for a complaint, as I said, this warranty has been given by this brand only. So whenever customer is coming and you need to apply the quoting on that, you first have to book a complaint against that. Customer will get SMS as well as will get information for that. And you have to mention each and everything in detail, what you have applied on it and what was the reason the complaint has been lodged. Then manage invoicing. You can see each and every invoice you have generated till now, and you can filter that also. Reports actually, and basically you will be able to see. Let us suppose a customer has done his car from Kerala outlet and is coming to Delhi. Okay, so Delhi outlet also can see his reports and what actually has been done, when the car has been done, and you just mention the mobile number or a membership number. There are multiple filters there. So he can check each and every detail, how many times he have launched a complaint against that membership ID, against particularly that booking ID. So every record is there, every history is there of that particular customer. How many times inspection has been done on that car, everything is there. Then manage query section, as I said, manage query and follow up. These two sections actually belongs to the follow up part, through which you can follow up with the inquired customers. This is for the customers who actually inquired you for the services. You need not to maintain any Excel sheet for that, and you don't need to maintain like whom to call today. So everything will be there. Okay, I'll show you with a screen if I can do. And just hold for a second. Huh? I'll show you how it actually works. Let me open the CRM software. So, right. This is a CRM software actually. Okay. So once we open it, you can see the service booking part. Okay. This is a service booking part, new client and existing client. Even if client is coming back for a new car, you can just have to mention this membership ID and the every details will be there. So how follow-up works, you can see list follow-up. That is why I opened this. Here you will be showing all today's follow-up list, missed follow-up list, which you have missed in past. So you can call them again. Upcoming follow-up list and no follow-up list. Okay, no follow-up list means we have not entered any follow-up date for these customers. So if you are maintaining it properly, it will be very helpful for you as well as. Okay, so then we have a sharing. Let us come back to the presentation now. So you have to get that done again.
Thank you so much, Punitji. And friends, thank you so much, for being so attentive for the last almost 50 odd minutes of this presentation. So we'll have maybe the next within 10 minutes we'll try to wrap up, and I'll request friends, if you have any questions, please Q&A box use कीजिए. आपके screen के नीचे Q&A box है. Whatever questions you have on the business model, support, format, financial, margin, जो भी आपके questions हैं, please लिखिए. And in case you have a location that you want to even mention or a property that currently you have, we would be happy to take that. And quickly, friends, on the model, I would say they're a reputed player and they give you all stop solutions to modify, customize, your car. And they are based out of Delhi NCR, running centers in both South and North of India, and which is a combination of franchisee-owned outlets and also equity. So the company also runs their own stores and they also have franchise partners who are franchisees of their stores. And now, when you look at the industry, friend, this is fragmented and organized market is also competition. But over the years, the share of the unorganized market is actually reducing, and it's going to the organized segment as the customer today is looking to handing over, their expensive vehicle to trusted brands. And that's when we see, brands like Onyxaa, gaining a large traction and customer, I would say, attraction and also retention of customers. They have also rationalized on their investment, which is if you look at some of the companies, the regional brands, national brands, if you look at some of the competition, on an average, their investment would be anything upwards of 50 lakh to about 1 crore plus kind of an investment. So they have rationalized the investment, which is also important to be looked at. Fourth, I would also say this is not a new industry. So if you are taking a franchisee, you're not creating a new industry. This industry already exists. So what you're doing is you're taking, or maybe, you have the task of converting an existing user to your brand. And that absolutely is through your local marketing, retention, and support that you give to your end users. Fifth, location is very, very important in this business. I'm sure if you understand this category, this business, you would see a lot of markets which has in one line, all the auto service companies. So go and look for a location where your competition is currently present. Sometimes we say, oh, these brands are already there. I don't want to be there. I want to look at some other location. So look at, and most probably these locations would do well because you already have a end consumer who's already coming to these locations. So even your cost of marketing sometimes reduces because you have somebody coming in and maybe you try to convert that to your brand. Sixth, which is very important again in this business, is one must look at, sometimes we try to cut corners, that we want to look at maybe lower quality material, local market se kuch bhi mil jayega, and we want to put at our outlet, and maybe inferior equipment. These two are very important for sustaining and getting your client trust. Seventh thing which I would like to also say, and I heard Puneetji also talk about, this business is, and that's a beauty of the business, unlike many businesses where you might look at, a lot of new customer acquisition, where large part of your business comes from maybe new customer base. This business has a large part of, the business client base, which is already, a client of yours. So which is your existing customers, coming back to you. So it is a very big high repeat, customer business. So which means if you already have the first 3 months and even before the launch, achieve marketing up, karte hain, bring clients on board, likelihood, they would stick to you throughout. So you need to focus on providing good services and to the customers, and don't cut corners like I mentioned. Eighth, which I would quickly recap on the business model, you don't require too huge an area. It is 1,800 square feet of space, relatively lower investment, like I mentioned. 25 lakhs is what it needs to put the entire infrastructure in place, where the company would take a part of the franchise fees and training fee, and about 10 lakhs for material, which they would provide, which is Onyxaa material, and the balance where they would introduce you to the vendors, and these are the vendors which are approved by the company. So about 15 lakhs goes there, and the balance 10 lakhs is from the approved vendors of the company, where you can procure the material and also get investment on the basic interiors for your outlet. Now, if I look at the 3 segments which the company is focusing, one is washing, one is car coating, and then we also have detailing, which is a part of our overall offering. And I saw on the slide, and if you look at the ticket price also, car coating is about 25,000 average ticket price. We have detailing, which is about 4,000, and then we have washing, which is a lower ticket size. And you see the number of customers we have to do in washing is comparatively higher, and lesser or maybe least to say in coating. So, but washing is very important because, washing helps you reach out to a bigger audience, and a lot of people who start consuming one service, and this could be maybe the first tier service which customers start consuming, when they want to, get their services. You can upgrade a lot of customers from washing to detailing to even, coating. So that's how, the pyramid works out. Overall, the revenue segment that we are considering is 7 to 8 lakhs monthly. That's the business which also their current locations do. So, Puneetji, I'll take some questions. And if I have to start off with, now this industry, like I mentioned, is very, very competitive. We have so many, businesses, competition already present. How do you see, yourself, playing, against the current competition, especially in the markets like NCR and also down south where you currently have your centers in?
Actually, I'll tell you, competition is everywhere. Nobody can run even without a competition. But yes, this is a service industry. So how we can cut competition? By giving the quality service as well as after sales support. Customer always want that once they get the quality services, they want after sales support also. So indirectly, how we are giving support to the customers through the franchise partners, we are giving them a warranty, because every other brands, what they are doing, they're not properly giving warranties to the franchise partners. So what they are actually facing difficulties to giving directly warranties to customers. They are charging high amounts in lieu of that, just because they have to give warranty for themselves, through themselves, and then they are charging high amount for them as well as not providing warranty properly. Mm-hmm. So once we are giving them the giving franchise owners, the partners directly the warranty, they do not bother about that. Directly, they don't even argue with the customers why we are giving warranty. This is your customer fault, because we cannot argue with the customer even if it is false. So we cannot argue with them. So very important in this field is that we have to keep the service quality wise good, and also keep the customers happy with us. That is why you also mentioned that existing customers are actually main customers that we give business to us. So we have to keep them happy. So it is very important for that. So this is the thing that we are focusing into. for getting the competitive edge.
Definitely. Now, coming on the unit economics, I think you did share that in a lot of detailing what expenses get into. But on an average, if I have to understand, because you talked about the business of 7 to 8 lakh monthly, which any center could make depending on what location they are. But to reach that 7-8 lakh, kind of a structure, how long gestation would a franchisee take to be there? One. And my second question, if we can club these two, are typically what number of vehicles one would need to break even?
Okay.
So, and what services would you suggest, and what is the ratio of these services? Because I've seen, quoting would give you highest, value,
exactly.
while
Exactly.
400.
Even if we compare the cost of the coatings, actually it comprises of 25% of overall sales. Okay. So if you talk about the break even if we are getting 10 cars a month maximum, and if for talking about only ceramic coating, but apart from that, if you are only doing car washing, you can easily recover the rent as well as the service through car washing and detailing itself. If you have a proper location on the main road, okay, as I said already, and as you have mentioned also. So talking about break even, you can get that through car washing and detailing even. And if you talk about ceramic coating, it is totally a profit for us. If we compare it with the cost that we are incurring for doing these services, so almost 25% will be increased with that. Rest all is the profit for us. And coming to your question, like when will the outlet will get to this rate, this actually figures. So it all actually depends. I'll tell you, we always, when a brand opens, when an outlet is opening, so we start marketing at least 2 months before the opening. Okay. So we always do the branding and posting videos and everything to get the customers from the very first day. But still, you can say at an average, it takes approximately 1.5 and 2 months to get these figures maximum.
And what vehicles do you advise? Typically, what is the combination? What should be his initial focus? When they launch a center in a market, would you even suggest some kind of marketing initiatives? And what would be your support in a new market?
Look, so our support will be totally like giving the digital support to them initially, because we cannot be everywhere there in all India right now. So digitally, we'll be supporting them properly, and also we always guide them to do the influencer marketing first of all, because the local people always look for the person who actually they follow. So we are getting more response from the influencers initially, and we are getting more response from them as well as.
And there were two things which I'm sure a lot of our audience would also like to seek understanding on. So you've talked about royalty, and this royalty is charged only on non-Onyxaa products. So how do we differentiate between the two, and how are these services mapped in our system?
Yes, so actually there is a separate Venus system. We always have a services mentioned over there. So if someone is providing car ceramic coating services, okay, in which we are providing warranty as well as. So there is no warranty on there is no royalty on that, because a customer has came and he's asked for a car washing service only. So in the panel, while doing a booking as well as doing invoicing, he has to just have to select the car wash service, and mentioning amount 400 something amount, which is taking. So the royalty is on that part only. So if we check the invoices in our panel, we can easily sort it out what are the ceramic coating services and what are other services. So even the customer and the franchise partners can see that.
Sure. And one last question, and I saw two support aspects. You talked about some percentage of marketing spent to be done by the franchisee, exactly. And on the other you've talked about some guaranteed leads per center. Yes. Now these 125 guaranteed leads is a result of the percentage of the investment, or 125 is something that your regular support irrespective of what marketing is done?
Actually, I'll tell you, even if they are doing the marketing on their own, and we will be helping them out how to do it, they'll be getting these leads at that time also. But what we are guaranteeing is actually, if they want us to do the marketing for them, that they want us to invest money for them, they want us to do the social media marketing and manage their pages as well as, and posting videos as well as managing them and replying to the customers. So how we can convey them that we'll be doing it properly? So we are actually convincing them by giving a guarantee that we'll be giving you 125 at least leads per month, to a genuine leads to whom they can tackle and convert them easily. So this is what we are guaranteeing, and in lieu of that, we are charging 7.5% only, because we are actually investing for them indirectly, and we'll be investing more than 15%.
Right, but what we have done is we have capped the number of leads at 125, but the 7.5% can be variable amount.
Pardon? I didn't get you.
So what I'm saying is we have capped the number of leads at 125,
Right.
but the 7.5% of marketing can be variable. Some months I would do 5, 6, 7 lakhs, whatever that revenue. So, the revenue that you receive for marketing would vary in absolute terms. While our number of leads, 125 remains capped at
This
1.
is a minimum leads actually, because leads that we get is more than that even, but we are talking about the genuine leads. Of course, they'll be investing more. The more sales, 7.5% we are getting of gross sales only. So it's up to us also. We have to think how the outlets grows properly. Okay, the more business they get, so more profitable for us as well. So we always try for them also to get the business. And this is not only about 125 leads. It is a minimum lead that we are guaranteeing.
Sure.
And these genuine leads, we can easily convert 40 actually customers directly.
Helpful. So friends, I'll request all of you, we have a discovery day that we are planning in the coming week. If you wish to meet or visit any of the existing centers in NCR, please reach out to the Franchise India team, and we'd be more than happy to extend that facilitation to all our investors who are watching live and also registered for the webinar. And before we close, Puneet, I'll request a message that you want to give to the audience who's listening live and on the webinar.
Definitely, actually, thank you, Sonia. First of all, I'd like to tell you all about, do not even think that this is a market which is actually going back right now. It's actually growing again and bouncing back after the COVID period. And if you can see in the figures that I have shown it to you also, and it's very good market to invest into, and please go for that. And also we'll be supporting you in each and every field, starting from this, or setting up an outlet till you are running it. So we will always be there with you. So don't worry about that. And we always wanted to keep the partners with us for a long time.
Okay, thank you so much, Puneet. And I'd like to thank all our friends for being with us. And before I close, I'll request Ashna to kindly take it over.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Puneet. Thanks, Sonia ma'am. Thanks all the dear participants for joining in today. Do feel free to connect with us at our business hotline number, which is 9717683838. You can also write to us, email us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. In case you wish to share your suggestion, feedback with us, connect with us at different social handles. It's very easy to get connected with Sonia ma'am and Gaurav sir at their LinkedIn IDs. Information we have just shared on our screen. And tomorrow, under our 12 p.m. webinar, we are inviting you to join us for the Fusion Pizza. The brand comes from the land of Gujarat, and tomorrow they'll be talking about how you can become partner with them. Already running 7 successful outlets. So don't miss this chance. Join us tomorrow by doing registration. Registration can be done either by calling us, SMS us, or WhatsApp at our business hotline number, or go to Facebook page. Thank you once again for joining in today. Have a very safe day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.